everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we move into the final weeks of the regular season, here's playoff position in the NFC. All these teams will be playing their hearts out, trying to claim the highest seed possible before wild card. Buccaneers going up against the Cougars. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Cougars. Set the man in motion. Now a play fake here on first down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Fresh set of downs here. First down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll come out in the pistol. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now a second down throw for Winston. Caught on the right side. Reed. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 3rd down, Winston. He's got Evans. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
It fights him off, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Third and long for Winston. He's got time. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And here's a look at the starting offense. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Let's go.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Vaughn Alexander is one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Let's go. Blue 58.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Noah Spence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this 1st half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one complete to Reed. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Second down, Winston. Out to the left here to Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. First down, Winston. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete.
Let's go now. Flip.
Halfback sent in motion. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They go play action. Winston trying to lay one up deep. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now on second down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Defense showing blitz. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Bridgewater drops it underneath to Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Let's go.
First down, Bridgewater. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play. And that hurts the linebackers because what they're counting on, especially the guys in the middle, is that nose taking on 2, sometimes 3 blockers, eating those guys up and allowing the linebackers to run free and make a play. But when they control the nose, it allows other guys to get upfield to that second level and block the linebackers, and now the running back's got some room to roam. You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Play action now, Winston. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. On first and 10, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play fake. Winston. Backing up. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On play action, Winston. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And the wideout in motion. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A second down throw for Winston. And that's incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Dorsett, the man in motion. Off the play fake, Winston. Finding time. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
4th down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. It's caught outright by Graham. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. 180.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater surveying the field. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll come out in the pistol. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep left, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he slings one that's incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. And it's second down. Second down, Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
So that last penalty means that the offense has to deal with a 3rd and 18 coming up here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Now a second down throw for Winston. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They come out here in the eye. The tight end changing his position. And they'll go on the ground. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Bridgewater. Catch here, left side, Thomas. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go.
Bridgewater on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or take a...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Following the interception, Winston. He's going to look. He's got a man, complete. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Bucs a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On second down, Winston again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And left side here, it's Graham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that,
averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
there always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Give them 16 on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be...
And a loose football. And a catch right side by Evans. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now Chicago... are getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a second down throw for Winston. Time for a break. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.